Hey guys, I'm back with another college advice video. It's all about sex. I put together some topics about sex that are the most prevalent to me when I think about having sex in college and the experiences I've had and the experiences I know that other people have had, etc. I went into college literally thinking I would never have sex with anyone in my entire life except all the boyfriends that I would have that I would be in love with. And that changed within like 30 days of college. So learn from my mistakes and take my advice if you want to, but let's just dive on in. First and foremost, the most boring thing, the thing you've all heard before, the thing none of you wants to hear for even 30 seconds of this video, but safety comes first, children. First of all, you don't want a baby in undergrad of college. I mean, maybe you do, and that's your own personal agenda, and good for you. But for the other 90% of people that don't want a baby in undergrad, fucking prevent that shit. It's amazing to me the amount of people that just get pregnant like by accident because they just like don't want to use birth control or think condoms are not fun. And then, oh, well now you have a baby. You have a baby for the next fucking 85 years. So is that fun? Maybe it's fun, but it's not fun when you're 18. So fucking invest in condoms. They are kind of expensive, but use them if you're not on birth control especially, and also to protect you against STDs because they're fucking everywhere. And I highly recommend birth control if it's not against your religious beliefs, if it's something that your insurance provides you, whatever. If you can get your hands on it and you want to have your hands on it, get some of that shit. I want to talk about having sex in dorms because I don't think people really think about that going into college. I really don't think that crossed my mind that much. Like, oh, if I meet someone and I want to have sex freshman year, is it going to be in my dorm? I don't know. I didn't think about that. But sex in dorms definitely happens, and it's the fucking worst thing ever because, newsflash, in case you didn't fucking know, you know what size bed you get in your dorm? Is it even a full? No, it's a fucking twin bed. Try sleeping two people in a fucking twin bed. Like, you can have sex in a twin bed, like you can do it. It's not like super ideal, but you can totally do it. But then sleeping literally this close to someone, I mean, you better be a fucking cuddler. It's fucking awful. I fucking hate touching, but that's just me. But it's difficult because you have a fucking roommate. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. I never brought back guys to my dorm ever, and my roommate actually didn't either, so that wasn't really an issue or a topic of conversation ever. But if you are someone that knows that you are going to be having a lot of sex in your dorm room, or you quickly find out that your roommate is someone that's going to be having a lot of sex in y'all's dorm room, maybe you should like lay down some ground rules, some barriers, you know, because the last thing you want is to walk in on some random dude plowing your roommate. Sometimes there may be the occasion where you have sex in the dorm room with the roommate there. Hypothetically, if it's 3 a.m. and you're going home with someone that you've been hooking up with and y'all are both freshmen and all you have is the dorm, and then you get there and then the roommate's there asleep, I mean, hypothetically, what are you gonna do? Next, booty calls are such a thing for real. I feel like booty calls are talked about in movies like so casually and so funny, like as a comedic relief thing, like, oh, my booty call hit me up and so I'm just gonna go there at 2 a.m. and suck his dick because I don't give a fuck, like I just want to go see him. Movies make it seem like kind of like a fun, glamorous thing to have a booty call or to be a booty call, but in real life they fucking suck and they're not worth your time. Don't even get into it, like at all. Like, even if you are someone that loves casual sex and you want to have casual sex with the same person, with multiple people, whatever the fuck you want to do, fucking have sex with them at some time other than 3 a.m. Like, come on, like, respect yourself enough to be like, yo, you fucking can only talk to me at 3 a.m. Like, I'm pretty fucking great the other 23 hours out of the day. Like, why don't we have sex in one of the other fucking hours? So definitely just respect yourself. They're shitty. I've been a booty call for a very prolonged period of time because I was very, very, very invested emotionally in the person that I was hooking up with. It's my ultimate fuckboy story time, and it sucks. It's awful. I don't recommend it. Don't even do it. Respect yourself enough. It's awful. And like, plus, like, why the fuck do you want to like wake up at 3 a.m. to have to go have sex with someone and you like look fucking ugly because it's 3 a.m.? Like, it's not ideal for anyone involved, so just like don't even get into it. Also with booty calls, that kind of leads into the whole like slam thing, which like makes guys think like, okay, like she's down to fuck me at 2 a.m. every night that I want her to come over, like she's my fucking slam now. And you don't want to be a guy's slam either. A slam just means that you're something for him to slam. And again, if you are a human with a beating heart and a functioning fucking brain and a personality and a soul, which all of you watching are, I know you want to be more than something for a guy to slam. Okay. Next, I want to talk about drunk sex because you're gonna have a lot of it. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not, but you're gonna fucking do it. I have had drunk sex multiple times with people that I didn't want to have sex with at all if I'd been sober. One night stand video, check it out. And I've had drunk sex with people that I've wanted to have sex with, but since I was drunk, it's just so not as good. I mean, if you're dating someone, that's completely different, and I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about going home with someone you don't know, or being in a situation where you kind of feel pressure to hook up with someone, or something of that nature, and you hook up and then you really, really regret it the next day, or maybe you go home with someone you've been talking to and you know that you were gonna go home with them and you know that you wanna hook up with them, but since you're drunk, like, it changes everything. Like, I have hooked up with someone before that I was like texting, I'm not gonna say talking to, we were never talking, but we were like digging each other, and like I'd had a crush on him, and ultimately one night we ended up going home together and hooking up, and like I had known for like a week leading up to that like eventually the next time we went out together we would probably end up going home together too, so I knew it was going to happen. Like even my sober mind knew like, oh, I'm gonna get to hook up with him eventually, so it was like a sober decision that I just like acted upon drunk. But even so, even though I wanted to hook up with him and I knew I wanted to hook up with him and it was basically kind of like a planned out thing, still the first time hooking up with him, the fact that I was drunk, like it changed everything. Like we were both so intoxicated, we weren't even having good sex because we were fucked ass up, and after that like we never hooked up again. We did not view each other like that anymore, and our friendship now is kind of like not anywhere where it used to be. So drunk sex can kind of fuck things up. I don't know. I just think sober sex is also better. Sober sex, the guy is gonna finish like 95% of the time. Drunk sex for guys is awful. Sometimes they can't even get up. Sometimes they can't finish, you know? It's not really fair then if like half of your team can't even fucking play. I just recommend sober sex, but again, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I want everyone to do what they want to do as long as they're safe and comfortable, but this is all just my fucking advice, okay? Leading from the drunk sex, you probably will have at least one night stand in your 4 years of college. I've had two. I really beat myself up over them. It was probably one of like the most emotionally like internal like battle I've had with myself about something maybe in my entire life. It was something that mentally really was like, wow, why the fuck did I do that? It's not a good feeling. Again, if you're someone that likes casual sex and likes one night stands and knows that that's something that works for you, then by all means, you do you. But it didn't work for me. Again, it's a safety issue. You don't know the person that well. You're drunk. Does someone have a condom? Maybe someone forgot condoms, but you're drunk, so you don't care. Like, you know, you really need to put safety first. And again, that's difficult when you're drunk. So let's talk about the fact that monogamy really is not a thing in college. College really caters to singles. And for people that like relationships or like monogamy, I'm not necessarily someone that likes relationships. Like, that's a little much for me. Like, you want to be my boyfriend? No. I'll pencil you in like 2 fucking times a week, but you can't be my boyfriend, okay? But I do like monogamy. I do like exclusivity and stuff. Even if there's no label, it's safer. You get more comfortable with that person, which means you're gonna have better sex over time. You know, it's definitely more fucking ideal, let's be honest. However, it's very hard to find monogamy in college because, like I said, it caters to singles, and honestly, everyone being 18 to 22 years old, can you really blame anyone? Like, really? Like, I used to be like, fuck everyone in college, like, everyone is just into the hookup culture and no one will ever want to date me, blah blah fuckity fucking blah. But now I have 2 years left and I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to be super committed. I don't care if I meet the person I'm gonna marry. Like, I'll worry about that when I'm 30. I'll give myself until I'm 30 to really be like, fuck, should I like actually like actively look for a boyfriend now? I have like 9 years to figure that shit out. So can you really blame people that are only 18 to 22 for wanting to be really single? No, but it is really shitty for people that are only comfortable having sex if they're in a relationship and they want a boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you are someone that really only enjoys monogamy. It's really shitty. Monogamy is not a thing. Almost everyone that is sexually active on your college campus is probably having sex with multiple people at one time, multiple partners. There is a 0% chance that any of the men I've had sex with, excluding people that I was exclusive with / ex-boyfriend, were only fucking me when they were fucking me. No. Like, they for sure were texting fucking Lindsay Wednesday night, Sarah Thursday night, maybe me Sunday night. I don't fucking know. I don't want to know because it's gross, but at least I'm not naive, and at least I fucking know that that's what's fucking going on. So don't be naive. Like, don't think if a guy's fucking you that he's only fucking you and like he just thinks you're his world. No, he just thinks you're one of probably 4 vaginas he's been fucking around with. So no, you're probably not special. You're special as a human, you have a lot of value, and you should wait for someone that thinks you're special, but guys in college are literally just trying to fuck. So don't take it personally if someone fucks you and then doesn't want to talk to you again or is talking to other girls at the same time, because literally everyone is doing it to everyone else, and it's shitty, but it's happening. And I would just wait until at least grad school, adulthood. Just wait until people have grown up at least a little bit more. It's not even worth it to try and find like a boyfriend now anyway, so just be single and abstinent. Honestly, be abstinent, kids. Next thing is kind of weird and I don't really know what I'm gonna say about it, but to put it a little more PG-13, I'm gonna be referring to butt stuff for like the next minute. And butt stuff, it was never something that I ever thought of. Like, I was never thinking of wanting anything in or near my butt. And as I've been in college now for 2 years, I can say that a lot of guys are really into it. And this is not me saying that this is something I'm doing, so like don't jump to conclusion. I'm just saying that I've had guys like ask me like, oh, like are you like into butt stuff? And I'm like, actually, like, could you not fucking touch that, please? Thank you. And that's fine if that's your preference, but I just didn't realize that it was so prevalent, that it was like something that people were really into. Next, Tinder and Tinder partners. Tinder is used 100% as a hookup app in college. I don't have Tinder on my phone right now, actually. I'm fucking over that shit after all the shitty Tinder experiences I've had over the past few months. But almost everyone has Tinder, not even as like a dating thing, just as kind of like another form of social media. Like, oh, I matched with blah 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 on Tinder. Oh my god, haha, blah 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 messaged me on Tinder, so funny, like he's in my class. Like, it's kind of weird, but at the end of the day, everyone on it is trying to like hook up with someone else. So if you have Tinder in college thinking that you're gonna find a boyfriend that way, I mean, you definitely could, but just know you're gonna get like at least 100 messages from guys wanting to know if you're DTF before you get a message from a guy asking if you want to like go on a date. So, and with Tinder, with my experience when it comes to meeting up with people from Tinder, I would not meet up with someone from Tinder unless you already 100% feel like, oh, maybe I could hook up with this person, unless you've made it explicitly clear, like, we're gonna meet up because we're actually interested in each other, because we're normal people, we're going on a date, we're not just trying to fuck for the first time. But if you're talking to a guy that's making it pretty clear that he's just trying to hook up, whatever, and but you're attracted to him and you think he's cool and you want to hang out with him, just because you want to hang out doesn't mean that he's just trying to only hang out too, you know? Make your intentions clear ahead of time. Otherwise, I would not meet up with anyone unless you're 110% certain that you already like them so much from messaging and you're so attracted to them that you're just down to have a random Tinder hookup, because a lot of guys meeting up from Tinder are like low-key expecting the girl to like come over to like also want to hook up. Next, sex does not equal feelings. It doesn't equal feelings at all. So if someone has sex with you, don't think that means they like you. Even if you have sex with someone because you like them and you continue to have sex with them and you like them more, whatever, because you're a girl and you're emotional and you like that emotional connection and stuff, you know, that's what I like, if you feel me on that. That doesn't mean though that the guy has feelings for you and that the guy has more feelings for you as he has sex with you more. That doesn't mean that at all. Like I said before, the guy could literally just be having sex with you to have sex with you, and saying that out loud is like the saddest thing ever, but it's really true. So don't think that sex equals feelings, because it absolutely doesn't, unless someone explicitly says to you, I have feelings for you. And kind of on that same note, talking about sex with feelings and emotion versus sex without, it is honest to God so much better with the feeling and the emotion attached. Like, I really have just kind of come to this like epiphany moment now that I'm like a junior. Like, I've done 2 years of college doing all the partying and like all the cool things and trying to be cool, and I joined a sorority and I did all the things you're supposed to do if you want to have a lot of fun, you want to be popular and whatever. It's exhausting keeping up with that lifestyle, and I did it for all of freshman year and then like half a sophomore year, and now I'm a junior and I'm so fucking over it. It's ridiculous. I never want to go out. I don't enjoy drinking. I have like a 3-drink maximum at this point, because anything more than that is just like disgusting to me. I don't like being extremely intoxicated. I don't like feeling super hungover the next day. Like, I've gotten older and I honestly have no interest in casual sex anymore. I have no interest in even hooking up with the same guy, like just absentmindedly just to be hooking up with each other. Like, I just don't have interest. Like, it's kind of exhausting. It's not worth it. I know the sex isn't going to be good unless I really fucking like you. So I just want to fucking hold out for people that I really fucking care about. But if you're a freshman, you're gonna want to have so much fun and you're just gonna like let loose and go crazy, because that's what I did. And I wish I'd stayed a little more sane. And then this is kind of just like a random funny thing, but at least in my experience and what I've witnessed at FSU, sex at parties like isn't a thing. And if it is a thing and you're watching this and you've had sex at parties, like fucking stop. Like, just fucking no. Like, wait until the night night is over, go the fuck home and have sex with someone in your bed at your house. Like, don't have sex at a party. You know how in movies it's like, okay, we're at a house party, like, let's go upstairs and hook up in one of the 10 bedrooms just set up for anyone that wants to come have sex up here. Like, that does not happen. Like, I've been to many like fraternity set up party things, like pre-games, tailgates, whatever, and people are not going up into rooms to have sex. And if they are, I don't know about it at all, and it's the most discreet thing ever. Like, I don't know anyone that's done that. I've never witnessed anyone like walk up the stairs and do that, so I don't know why they make that seem like such a thing in parties. People aren't just trying to like actually fuck at the party. People are definitely trying to like swoop someone to take home over the course of their like 3 to 5 hour night, but they're not just like, oh, we arrived at the party, let's go upstairs and get it on. Like, people don't do that. At least not normal people. And lastly, to conclude, I guess just talking about the hookup culture in general, like, it is the culture that we're living in, and I don't know why or how or when things got this way, because even just 10 years ago, things weren't like this, or at least not as bad as it is now in terms of not wanting a relationship and not wanting to have feelings and wanting to have multiple partners, etc. I don't know when that happened. My only assumption is that it must on some level be a ripple effect from like the growth of social media over the past 10 years or something. I don't know. It's definitely weird that this is the way the world is now, and I'm very jealous of everyone that like grew up in the 50s and had men court them and like take them to ice cream and they held hands in the park. Honestly though, the secret to the hookup culture is, no one tells you, is that it's only real if you make it real. Like I said, that now that I'm a junior, like, I don't want to have like casual sex or mindless sex or just hook up with someone for just to have sex. Like, I don't think that's cool. Like, I don't think that's fun. I think that's boring and a waste of my time. So like, I just am not gonna give into the hookup culture. I don't want to text you if you're just trying to text me to fuck. I don't want to text you if you're gonna fucking ghost me for weeks on end. I don't want to hook up with you if I don't have really strong feelings for you. And as an adult that can recognize that that's what I want for myself, then those are just the standards that I've set. Therefore, the hookup culture can't affect me. Basically, I'm just gonna be single until I find someone that respects me and wants to be with me and wants to have monogamy, etc. And then we'll go from there. And there are nice guys in the world, there are good guys in the world, so maybe step out of your comfort zone. If none of the guys you've been with have been good guys, you've been screwed over by frat boys or what the fuck ever, step out of your comfort zone. Actually, maybe give a nice guy a chance. Nice guys don't get enough credit, honestly. Nice guys are my shit, and when I think of all the fucking fratty ass douche fucks that I've entertained, like, no, I'm just like anti-douchebag at this point. So the hookup culture only exists if you give into it. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I know it was pretty lengthy. My college advice videos are pretty lengthy, but there's a lot to talk about and I have a lot of shit I want to fucking tell you guys. By the way, I kind of want to start a new series that's not really Q&A. Like, I want it to be like maybe only like 1 to 3 questions max covered in like each video. So if you guys could start sending me like messages or DMs on Instagram or leaving comments of like questions that are like based off of situations or scenarios that you're currently in, like dealing with a guy or something, or questions you have specifically about college, or literally anything under the sun, even if it's a conspiracy theory you think is interesting, even if it's something about astrology or something that you know that I like talking about, literally anything. If you have a question or comment about something, let me know, because I want to start making videos that are like answering or talking upon like 1 to 3 questions or topics that you guys submit to me, because I want to have conversations with you guys. When I talk about all this fucking shit, I talk about it because I want you to comment back and let me know what you think, or maybe even give me some advice. Like, you guys might watch my videos thinking you're learning stuff from me, but I'm learning a lot from you guys too. So I think that'd be a really fun series to start to do. So if you could submit those to me through DM, messages, comments, any way you can contact me, fucking hit a girl up. Anyway, have a nice day, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.